Hey guys and girls, do you mind if I fish a little bit while we have a little Sunday afternoon chat right here? I'm just going to kind of sit down here on the dock and kind of throw a Jimmy Houston Legend spinnerbait out there and slow roll it over that grass a little bit, because we are having such incredibly beautiful weather here in Oklahoma that there's no doubt in my mind that some of those fish, Benelli's right here at my feet playing with a busted bungee cord, and she's just having a ball with it, and she keeps backing up and throwing it around, and I'm afraid she'll fall in the lake. She's never been in the lake yet. I assume she can swim. I've never seen a I've never seen a black lab that couldn't swim. But anyway, the water is has warmed up a little bit. It was 40 degrees at the start of the week, and it's warmed up to 46 degrees. Isn't that amazing? Here we have it, the brand new year, the first day of January, and the water is getting warmer, not getting colder. But all that'll change. But we've got warm weather forecast of 50 degrees and above for highs, and some of those days 70 degrees, actually out till about the 15th of the month. You look at the 15-day forecast, and it's all like that. The bad thing, we ended up with 30 inches of rain. We had 36 inches the year before, so that's really a 2-year drought. Keep thinking she's going to back off of this dock. That's really a 2-year drought. What I'm doing is I'm just slow rolling that spinnerbait up over that grass. I don't know if I'll get a bite or not. I just enjoy throwing it out there, winding it back in. Learn to have fun throwing a bait out, wind it back in. That's pretty much what fishing is, throwing it out, wind it back in. If you get a fish on there, that's a bonus. That's an extra part. But anyway, don't you back into that water. She's playing with that and having a ball, and I'm standing right on the edge of the dock, and I'm just afraid that she's going to just back in. She's right in between my feet. She likes to stay there, and that's good. That's where I want her. I want her right here in between my feet. I just hope she doesn't get excited and fall in the water. If she does, we're going to quit this chat real quick. Chris and I have had a great week here. We came back to the ranch Monday. We spent the Christmas week there. The week before Christmas, there was Sherry and Jack and all the kids, the grandkids, great-grandkids, and we really had a blessing. This is our anniversary week and Jordan's birthday. My granddaughter Jordan is 25 years old. Is that amazing? I just can't imagine that. 25 years old, and she just, golly, she's just an angel. What can I say? She's just an angel. But Jordan and Jamie came down and spent the week. They went home Friday night, so they had a great time. Jordan had some friend of hers come in from Louisiana, and we fished a little bit and caught a few fish. So it's it's been a real good week to spend here at the ranch. Some things are happening with the deer that are a little surprising to us. Gosh, she's coming close to falling off this dock. She's not paying any attention, and she doesn't know anything about falling off the dock. But some other things are happening out there that are really kind of surprising right now, and you'll see them on the deer videos. I know most of y'all watch the deer videos on Wednesday and Thursday, and then the antler videos on Friday and Saturday. You'll see some things that's happening that is really, really surprising us. I've been out about daylight every morning. I'm gonna move over here to the middle of the dock. I'm just worried about that. I'm worried about that little girl falling in. I can't reach the water, I don't think, so I don't know what I'd have to do. I'd probably have to jump in the water after, I guess. I don't really know. When I get through, I am going to make a few more casts. She's running in my tripod now, moving it around. Come here, Benelli. Say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Hi there. Hi, Benelli. Hi, Benelli. Looky there. Look at everybody out there. Oh, my goodness. She's such a pretty girl. Yeah. I'll have to give her a bath. I've got so much to do. Not enough time to do it all in. But Jamie and Jordan were here. We had a great time. Jordan didn't even bring her bow, didn't hunt. Really surprised me. But now she's got a rope. Now she's got a hold of a rope. And she is pulling a rope around my tripod and trying to pull my tripod over. So I get that moved out of the way. And right now she's wrapping the rope around my feet. Our puppy's wonderful. They don't have a care in the world. They're not afraid of anything. They're just absolutely fantastic. But anyway, we've had a great week down here, and now we've got the new year upon us. And the fishing is really good in a lot of places. My buddy Steve Perkins been catching a lot of fish. He's caught some 8-9 pounders already. Josh Jones had a day where he caught a 13-something to 14-something. He caught like 11 fish over 8 pounds and 4 or 5 double-digit fish in that. I think 5 double-digit fish or 6 that day. Josh called yesterday, and Josh has been trying to get me to come down to O.H. Ivy toward the end of this coming week, and I might do that. I'm going to try, if I can, in any way possibility, to get away maybe Wednesday or Thursday and go down and fish 1 or 2 days. It's 7 or 8 hours down there is also. It's not a bad drive, and and I might try to get down there. There's about 100, 150 boats a day on the lake right now, so there's a lot of people out there, but there's a lot of big fish, and a lot of those fish are 10, 11 years old, and they're really, really giants. There's some big ones in there. There'll be some records broke at OH Ivy in Texas this year, so maybe, just maybe, I'll get down there and get to fish maybe one day or maybe 2 days. Who knows? So that's what I'm kind of planning for this week. We've got lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff to do. We're getting all the new shows out. Our show is started on ESPN Saturday morning at 6:30 Central Time, 7:30 Eastern Time. On Sunday morning, the Discovery Channel. We're on a Pursuit, the Hunt Channel, Major League Fishing. WFN, World Fishing Network. I get letters going out there. My Family Television, Heartland Network, about a dozen different networks, but all the shows are running right now, so you ought to be able to see the shows out there on television right now. We've got 26 great new shows for this year. This is our 46th year on national television. 46, year number 56. I think it's Bill Dance's 50th and Roland Martin's 48th, I think it is. So, you know, those guys are going strong, and they're great friends. Another great friend of mine, Jim Bob Basham from down in Comanche, Texas, he's been after me to go down there too, sending me pictures every day of him and some of his buddies holding up great big giant bass. And so I might get to run down there and fish one day with Josh Jones and one day with Jim Bob. That would just be wonderful. I could do that, drag my Ranger boat down there, my live scope and my turret, and just see if I can't spot one or two of those big fish. And a lot of those fish are really, really deep right now. The fish here, we're catching some fish here on our lake here the other day, 25 and 30 feet deep. So they're really, really deep right now. They will probably come up as the weather gets colder. This warmer weather might have driven them down deeper. I know that sounds strange, but that is exactly what happens. So hopefully I'll get down there and fish. Chris has had a really good week. Jamie and Jordan come down. They fed us a big steak dinner Friday night for our anniversary, which was yesterday. I fixed Chris a gourmet meal for our anniversary. We didn't go out. I asked her, I said, do you want to go out and maybe go down to the casino and you can play some slot machines, or go out to a steakhouse and have a nice big steak? And she said, well, we had a great steak last night. And I said, well, we surely did. And I said, she said, just fix something, anything. And so I fixed this big giant gourmet meal for her, grilled cheese sandwiches. You could tell we were redneck because she loved them. She said, that's great. I asked her, I said, what about grilled cheese sandwiches? And she said, that'll be fine. So I fixed grilled cheese sandwiches, and it was my first attempt at grilled cheese sandwiches. I had to ask Chris how to do it and call Sherry to get a little affirmation on exactly how to do it. We ate 2 grilled cheese sandwiches apiece. So that was our anniversary, 59th wedding anniversary meal. So that's pretty good for a redneck, I guarantee you. Some people have been married 59 years, don't get to eat anything for their anniversary dinner, so we felt really, 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 really blessed. But Chris has had a really good week, and I'm going to have her walking again this evening a little bit. I'm sure won't video that, but we'll have her walking a little bit. Everything is going just pretty doggone good at the ranch right now, and we're enjoying this spring-like weather, and it's going to go out till about the middle of the month. And when you look at that, that means only about a month until the fish will start moving to some of their springtime spots, because usually about the middle of February, when we have some pretty weather like we've got the last few days here, not like we've got today, and we have these little fronts come in, but even those are only going to knock the temperature down like in the mid 30s at night and in the mid 50s during the day. And then some of these days, like I said, are getting up 60, 70 degrees. So it seems like we're going to have a pretty easy winter. What we need is rain. We had 36 inches and 21, 30, and 22, so we're low. We're hurting for rain, and we don't have any rain forecast. Maybe a little bit Monday night, but nothing out those first 15 days significant at all. But you never can tell. So there's some storms swirling around. Some of them might move in different directions and come in here and give us some rain. So we're still praying for rain here in southern Oklahoma. We still definitely are in a drought. So next week should be a good one. We've got great deer videos. Like I said, we're having some unusual things happen that kind of surprised me, but we'll clue you in on those. You'll be able to see them probably both on the Wednesday, Thursday, and the Friday and Saturday deer videos on the Jimmy and Chris Houston's Twin Eagle Ranch channel. And all the fishing will be over on Jimmy Houston Outdoors Fishing. Jimmy Houston Outdoors Fishing. If you're not subscribed to that channel, subscribe to it. Only got about 4,000 people over there. We just started that channel about a month ago. Jimmy Houston Outdoors Fishing. We're putting lots of fishing stuff up every week. We actually shot some stuff down here this week, went out here on the lake and shot several little deals we'll be putting up, and actually caught some fish. I did catch some fish, and talking spinnerbait. So if you want to listen to some spinnerbait things, some of it you may know, some of it you may not, but it'll help you become a better spinnerbait fisherman. Some of it you might know and not be using right now, jog your memories on. So go over there to that Jimmy Houston Outdoors Fishing channel, and you can just Google anything and put at Jimmy Houston Outdoors Fishing, at Jimmy Houston Outdoors Fishing, and that'll take you over to that, and you hit the subscribe button and get on there. But subscribe to that channel, subscribe to that channel. 3 YouTube channels, you need to be subscribed to all 3 of them. So look at my dog, she quit making noise. I want to make sure I didn't hear anything splash. But so it get involved in that. So this next week's going to be a good one, and this week was a good one. And you start out this new year, I just want you to remember that this year will be what your attitude makes it. It'll be how you handle each individual day. If you get up in a grumpy, grouchy mood, lay back down, hit the snooze button, sleep 15 more minutes and get up and say, Lord, fill me with joy. Fill me with your power. Fill me with encouragement. Fill me with enthusiasm. Let me be a blessing to others as I go through this day. If you will just attack every day in 2023, if you will just attack them, that you are going to be the blessing. You are going to be the miracle for somebody today. You don't know who you might encounter or who you might talk to as you go about your daily business. Sometimes here on the ranch, we don't see anybody. It's just Chris and I, and we don't see anybody. But somebody might call on the telephone, and I might say something to them that might be encouraging to them. They might say something to me that might be encouraging to me. But if you will set it as your goal every day to try to be a blessing to everyone you come in contact with, try to be somebody else's miracle, your joy will begin to well up and overflow inside of you. And all of a sudden, your problems won't seem very big at all. And whatever you do, don't focus on your problems. Focus on your God. Your God is bigger than any problem you got. Even if you're Chris Houston and you can't talk real well yet, and you can't walk at all, and you can't move your right arm, you're blessed. You're blessed. And you can be a blessing to others. She's a blessing to me every single day. So let's go out there and make 2023 the happiest, most joyous year of our life, no matter what happens in 23. No matter what happens with politicians, the government, taxes, gas prices, inflation, jobs or no jobs, no matter what happens, let's remember, God has control of all of it, and we belong to Him. We belong to Him. And He'll not fail us. He'll not fail us at all in 2023. Yeah, the devil's going to throw some roadblocks at us. The devil's going to throw some bad things up in our face. We're just going to laugh at him, fill ourselves full of joy, try to be a blessing to others, and have a fantastic, great 2023. Guys and girls, just remember, I sure do love you.